So, the little bird couldn't help herself. Originally, I was going to work on a different video, but I think he can wait. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Abby Blackbird. You see, recently Abby came out with a statement claiming it's Xylie's fault for why Dead on Dave and his girlfriend broke up and how she benefited from leaking the group chat.
Good job. Your stupid leaks you needed to do made so many fucking messes and only benefited you. Sweet fucking shit. Y'all's fucking garbage behavior. Gross. I fucking can't.
Now, she later doubled down on this point on a live stream hosted by another commentator, Beckett of Crabs, the following night. However, as we'll see throughout this video, her points against Xylie are not only completely hypocritical, but also selfish. Abby's biggest personality at this point is her trauma dumping, as she loves to bring it up constantly. Whether it's in a conversation, she'll randomly bring it up.
So, very long story short, I was a co-host with Van Luke on her channel for a few months. Well, only a few months because everybody hated me and wanted to destroy my life at all costs. And from what I gathered, Xylie wasn't necessarily for my life being present in commentary, if you know any of my history.
This is why I stay quiet. I'm exhausted, not sure the point of fighting when their verdicts have already been made. I'm so lucky to have Van Luke in my life and give me a solid chance. Dave, I really hope you're doing great things. As for me, I'll stay honest, loyal, and winning.
Or why we should feel bad for her.
The problem is that my family always assumes every fucking thing about me, and why it was especially fucking triggering is because it came out the morning after I fucking had to go spend time with family, who I fucking hated to fucking be around. That's why it pissed me off. Because my family knows nothing about me, and instead of assuming that, like, maybe I just need mental health help, which I did, and I've done, and you know that, they just assume that I'm on every fucking thing, that I'm an alcoholic, I'm a drug. No! I've been addicted to dick more than I've been addicted to drugs or alcohol. I'll put that straight up out there.
It doesn't matter what type of conversation, she'll find any way to bring it up. But we all have to care because it explains why she likes to run her mouth on people and is too scared to confront anyone, as apparently it causes her to black out or not remember what she said or did the night before. Oh wait, it doesn't. It's just a pathetic attempt of avoiding criticism, because if you have all these problems, the last thing you would want to do is be in the commentary community. You constantly say nobody hears you out, yet you're always the loudest one in the room, and you claim you suffer in silence, but yet everyone had your back when you were trying to sue Ghosty. Oh wait, according to you, you had to deal with that situation all by yourself, and nobody helped you.
I did it with Ghosty for fucking ever. Like, I did it by myself in silence for months.
Which actually, speaking of... Now, Abby claims that Salvo shouldn't be taken seriously since he has no platform, and if we ignore him, then he will just simply go away.
I just don't understand why fucking Salvo's the fucking boogeyman. Like, get the fuck over it. You're on the fucking internet. Grow up. Move on. Like, I'm...
Well, I think that Salvo is treated as a boogeyman because of the actions that he's been shown to be prepared to take.
Oh my god, he's not that fucking dangerous. Oh my fucking god. He's a fucking idiot. If you just ignore him, like all the other fucking smirks that do the same shit, he goes away. Like, I have the opposite experience with fucking Salvo, and it's like awful because I feel like the only reason Salvo got close to me is because nobody would listen to what I had to say. Nobody would listen to the fact that I had all these takes and all these places where I was getting called a doxer, I was getting called this and that, and nobody would listen. No one believed me. And Salvo, like, gave me a voice. Well, I mean, I also kind of went to the show, but he gave me a voice where a lot of these people were just shutting me down. Xylie, I feel like being one of them. Keemstar being one of them. And it's just fucking nuts, dude.
You understand Salvo has his reasons for doing that, right? Like, he is...
I understand why he did it. Maggot, you know the fucking day after everybody came out, Clara came to me, my friend, and said, Salvo didn't even like you anyways. Okay, cool, thanks. Like a fucking disingenuous YouTuber, like I'm fucking shocked and surprised. Like, there's a lot of shit you do not know that happened, because unlike fucking Xylie, I fucking, I suffer in silence. That's just how I am.
I mean, Clara reached out to me, too, after, like, all this Salvo shit went on. But Beavers does make a good point. I mean, to be fair, Salvo fucked with Xylie. And
Yeah, well,
Xylee
Xylee's fucked with a lot of fucking people, including my fucking self.
sir. Abby, as soon as my fucking name gets brought up in Salvo's chat, the first thing he does is start talking about how he wants
Ignore
to take all his
him.
fucking fans off. Sure, I can't ignore him. That's fine. But can you admit
I did it with
him,
Ghosty for fucking ever. Like, I did it by myself in
but that's
silence
not
for
saying-
months.
I'm not saying that Ghosty's actions are okay, though. And neither are fucking Salvo's. And I don't think Ghosty's actions are okay towards you.
No,
and
but
I've
who's
taken
left
action
the
against
community
him.
and who hasn't? Salvo's on fucking kick with a bunch of, like, street rats. And let them do their street rats thing. So we're gonna give people with, like, shitty fucking reputation and stuff, and we're gonna not give it to them, but give it to you, who has a much bigger platform and a lot bigger presence on a much bigger website?
No, I'm sorry, but there's not a fucking... There's no way in hell that I'm gonna disagree with fucking Xylee taking the wind out of Salvo's sails. And maybe that's my bias. That's absolutely my fucking bias talking.
I just think there was
100%.
nothing to fucking take. Like what? There.
No,
I'm telling
there
you.
absolutely
I'm telling
was.
you.
He would have milked that for fucking weeks if she didn't do that.
Let him.
You know, maybe she's right. We shouldn't take Salvo seriously and ignore him. You know, he doesn't really have a platform and he's been ousted from the community. But wait, wasn't Abby freaking out about someone similar to the point of even trying to take them to court? That's right. I think it's time we talk about Ghosty. Now, Ghosty is a character that he himself deserves his own video. But basically, Abby befriended an IRL person of Ghosty that he himself had introduced to her. She made a joke in a VC saying that she'll go to her house and fuck her, with her even posting a tweet of a drive between towns on Google Maps. He then started accusing her of doxing, which started a hatred between each other, where for months Ghosty would apparently go into chats and discords and call Abby a doxer. When Ghosty got exposed for lying about his dead mother, yes, that did happen, Abby was quick to give everyone the details, since Abby was still in contact with Ghosty's IRL friend and knew the truth the whole time, to keep the identity of Ghosty's IRL friend private. Now this got Ghosty kicked out of the community and everyone started to like Abby after this. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, you see, Abby tried to take Ghosty to court, with her even asking people around if they could send her all the interactions they've had with Ghosty that mention Abby or slandering Abby in any shape or form. Now, after she had sent the court documents to Ghosty, he made oaths spamming the address that were in the court documents in live chats. Which...
yeah, I'm in the process of filing a restraining order, correct.
Cool. Is he, like, harassing you IRL?
He's just still doing the same thing he's always done. It's just I told multiple people one more fucking time, and he's done one more fucking time, so I'm done.
What is
But what is that like?
Yeah.
Like messaging
Just the
other
whole
people,
like
right?
I don't know. Well, Matt, you remember the whole? Well, I mean, it was Mitch's stream, obviously. The whole like pushing the narrative that I was talking shit about somebody's dad dying of cancer, which was not at all what happened.
Mhm.
And he's trying to push that narrative, which is now working with our other favorite retard. And just pushing out more disgusting stuff that's just slanderous and utterly just bullshit, and it's obviously caused a lot of stress in my life, and I'm just done with it. So
Yeah,
I'm moving forward with that legally, and I have the means within the state of California to do so, so I'm going to.
Really?
So, yeah, someone sent me this, and I got to confirm it, but it says restraining orders to CCP Californians who are harassed or stalked online may file a request for a restraining order against the person harassing or stalking. So I guess that includes on. So when it
Yeah, I
comes
have
to
a friend. My friends over at LA Not So Confidential are very close with somebody that was also stalked by the same stalker that Ivanka Trump was stalked by. So I have the means and resources for people that are actually advocating very heavily for the state of California against stalking and harassing laws online and offline. So I know my things.
Can you blame her for, taking someone like that to court? Especially the doxing part? Like, I can't really blame her. Wait a minute. Constant harassment, doxing, kicked out of the community, making alts? Abby, that sounds like Salvo! Why are you saying Salvo isn't a big deal if he is just as bad, if not worse than Ghosty? I mean, Salvo has a whole army behind him. Ghosty is just one dude. That's fucking hypocritical. You're a hypocrite. It's funny how you wanted everyone's attention and help for Ghosty, but yet you are quick to disregard Salvo, all because your experience was different. Oh, but you tried coming back to Salvo after this piss poor video you made recently.
I heard a lot of Abby talking there, but I didn't hear her, and I'm sorry. I didn't hear, and I'm sorry.
Sorry about it. Why would I say I'm sorry to you? I didn't do shit to you.
No, but you were just
How
fucking
about
retarded. You were just fucking retarded. You were just fucking retarded. I saved Abby's ass last year. I took knives in the back for
I
Abby.
acknowledge
And
that. Yeah. And I was
right.
never rude
And
to
then,
you.
and then
Until
they
you start being
swear you're
rude to my friends.
Yeah. Who the fuck's your friend?
Well, Van Luke is one of them.
I like Van Luke. She got mad
but
at me
you
because
treated
I was
her
talking
like
about.
shit on her show.
Yeah, but it wasn't really like shit. I was saying I wanted to fuck her.
No, but you did. You called her a bitch.
Well,
I mean,
That's a term of
isn't that to be
endearment
expected when you're talking to Salvo? He says
Just
that
like
to
when
people he loves.
Well,
I am respectful. Anything else?
All right.
Anything else, Abby? Anything else?
I want an apology.
Because her opinion's going to change of me next week.
Formal request there, Sal. Formal request.
Changed.
I ain't giving her. I'm not apologizing to any fucking little spur commenter ever. You guys are. You got Abby Blackbird.
Keep pulling a Xylee. It's fine.
I'm calling. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start calling.
Exactly what you're trying to expose.
I'm gonna start calling Spurgs birds after Abby Blackbird.
Oh no.
Okay.
They're
the birds.
It's gonna catch
They're the
on, too.
birds. They're the birds. Well,
I
Abby,
don't really care.
well, you shouldn't care, little lady.
I'm not a little lady. You should know. You call me Abby Fatbird all the time. That's called being funny.
You got ahead of it. I'll give it to you.
Boom, ba-dump bump.
Well, I don't. She doesn't want to apologize. I don't even know why she wants. I don't know why I'm spending time talking to Abby Blackbird. Nick,
You
come on.
requested. You requested to.
Get her out of here.
God. I don't know why.
Get her out of here.
Everything sucks, but I suck. So why am I sucking so hard?
Speaking of wanting people's attention, now Abby has this thing where she likes to insert herself into situations that have absolutely nothing to do with her and make it about herself. This all really started because Abby got mad about a breakup that had nothing to do with her between Dead on Dave and Blossom. Keep in mind, Dave and Abby aren't close friends at all. The only thing she's done is reply to some of his tweets, make thumbnails for him, and donate. That's just it. There's no texting each other in the middle of the night or meeting up IRL. Just really a business type of relationship. That's all. Now, this isn't the first time, because if we rewind the clock back to March of this year, there was a situation involving a creator named Rabbi Jane where her kids got doxxed by a crazy maniac, and it was a horrible situation, alright? No parent should have to deal with that. And there was a Twitter space hosted by an artist in the community called Chanry, where she let Rabbi Jane talk about the situation and how she's taking it to courts, and she just basically went into detail about it. Now, a commentator orbiter at the time, Nile, calls in to sort of give his opinion on the whole matter, saying that, it's a terrible thing and you shouldn't bring people's IRL life, let alone their kids, into this whole internet bullshit, because these are innocent kids. They have no idea what's going on, and they really have nothing to do with any internet beef. But yeah, I agree with Nile, and it's a very good level-headed take. Now, during this time, Abby and Nile had a beef that had lasted over a couple of months, and it had reached a boiling point prior to this Twitter space on a stream where both had gotten into a heated argument, with Nile thinking Abby was making fun of his dad, who was diagnosed with cancer at the time, which wasn't the case, and his response was that she deserved her abuse. Now, Abby apologized to Nile, but Abby felt like as if Nile didn't apologize to her, or at least it didn't feel like a proper apology. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, you see, Abby wanted to call into the Twitter space.
May I stop you there? First of all, I see Abby Blackbird, she's asking to come in, and so listen now. I do not want anything slight here, and I'm going to say it as well. I may have to close the Twitter space as well. It's getting late here, and there are also a rule here. I have to be quiet after 10. It's 10:43 a.m. here. p.m. I mean, not a.m., but p.m. So I wanted to, nice, you did it very well, where you say, here's the thing, no fighting over this. This is not, I really don't want to.
Yeah, no fighting with anyone ever.
No, Abby, I understand you want to come in. I will suggest you, if you want, take it in your Twitter space right now.
I'm not going to fight Abby whatsoever. I've got no issue.
No.
Now, how did she react? Well, she made her own Twitter space, ripping on Nile immediately after.
Niall said you deserve your abuse. When did he say that?
That's when he freaked the fuck out. He's like, it's a no wonder you're abused. You were abused, and that my family doesn't fucking want anything to do with me, which isn't true either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's ironic because it wasn't just one person, by the way. I'll say that till the fucking cows come home. I've been finding more fucking having to go through all these receipts of my recent bullshit. I found more photos of shit that I've had happen to me. So, he can royally go fuck himself. He's not a fucking champ for anybody but his motherfucking self. He can take his white fucking horse, his white knight bullshit, and fucking shove it up his ass. He'd probably like it anyways. Fuck himself.
I thought you meant he said something recently, so.
No, it's the same shit, but it's just like, bro, he's still never apologized for it. If anything, he's
should.
even talked more shit about me, so he can go fuck himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, I'm not like one to be on that shit, but like I also get on the flip side, you're not gonna sit here and be a champion for all fucking good bullshit and like whatever. It's just no, fuck yourself. Literally go fuck off. Love you, bye. No, I will not. You can go and make an apology literally at any time. And you said that I deserve my abuse, or oh, it's a no wonder that I was abused. You can go fuck yourself. Also, that all the shit that Now Recording said was true, which is bullshit. You can go fuck yourself. No, go fuck yourself. You've also been pretty consistent on saying that that I can go fuck myself and that everything that everybody said is right, which is I think has been shown that it's false and true and untrue.
Yeah.
So you can go fuck yourself, Nile. I don't owe you shit. You're a fucking white knight for nobody but your motherfucking self. You can go fuck off. I don't care. Go do it somewhere else on somebody else's space. Just saying, it's no wonder you lost your co-host position, right? Go fucking off. I don't fucking care. I'm sorry. I've been through enough with this space, with these fucking people, to know that I don't owe you shit.
Did you laugh at Nile's dad having cancer?
No, I didn't laugh at his dad having cancer. I had him turned all the way down. I didn't hear anything he was saying. He would know that if he actually like listened to anything I said, but you know, I had already done my apology. I don't owe him anything.
Okay.
Isn't it crazy when people, and it wasn't just one abuser, by the way, Nile, in case you're wondering. There's multiple people that have abused me, but we don't have to go into that, right? Fuck yourself. Or go fuck off. You have apologized? When have you ever apologized? I don't believe that at all whatsoever. I've never had an apology straight to me, so I don't know when you've ever actually apologized. I didn't laugh at your dad's cancer, you piece of shit. I've literally said that. Go rewatch the fucking VOD. Go rewatch the VOD. Go rewatch the VOD. Go rewatch the VOD. No, go fuck yourself and go rewatch the VOD. No, I did apologize. I've rewatched it several times. I'm not gonna accept your second thing. You can go fuck off. Go rewatch it. Go do your own fucking homework, you piece of shit.
With her later changing the title to make it about Rabbi Jane, when in reality, Rabbi Jane only called in for a couple seconds to promote her debate that she was going to have at the time, and Abby barely spoke about the situation until after she got her apology from Nile. Oh, and it took Jessica Pizzo to convince Abby to let Nile call into the space to apologize, as she didn't want him in at first.
Well, it's even more severely ironic that I was brought on twice to talk, and then I was muted immediately and not allowed to talk. And then the second time I was hung up on, and the first time I was hung up on, for both situations that I didn't fucking know. Nile, you're not talking. I don't care. You can go away. You can go watch those clips, do your homework, know what the fuck you're talking about, and then we can talk about it another time. I'm not talking to you right now about it. You can go fuck yourself. It's not about you. I know you love to make it about you, but it's not going to be about you today. I'm just saying, like, it's not even really about me. It's just I don't think Nile has the right to fucking talk on abuse and what's been exploited in the fucking Twitter sphere, the fucking commentary space, considering that all those stupid points he used against me are shit that's been exploited about fucking me. Oh yeah, you want to make a thumbnail about my non-existent fucking drug abuse? Shove it up yours. Fuck off.
I mean, in to kind of put things into perspective when it comes, because like personally, me, if there was a space about me and I wasn't allowed to speak, I'd be pissed off too. So I feel Nile on that, but I also understand if I was Destiny and I was talking about fucking Lav, you know, I wouldn't want her on if I didn't want her on my fucking stream to defend herself. No, fuck you, Lav. Go do your own fucking thing and do it on your own. Like he does that all the time. Or like Keffels, like he would never let Keffels on his stream unless he was dying for content. Yeah, I mean, like there's certain things like
obviously he still believes that I was talking about his stupid fucking that I was talking about the situation with his dad and fucking cancer. No, I don't know about your stupid situation. I'm sorry, I just don't know. I don't know. I have enough of my own personal shit and people that I actually fucking care about to not know anything about your life. I don't know anything about you, Nile. I don't care. Sorry.
Well, like you're saying, you made a joke about his dad, right? And then he did his thing, like he flipped out and said, "My dad has cancer. How dare you fucking say that?" And then his issue is he thinks after he said how flipped out about, my dad has cancer. How dare you say that? His thing is he thinks that after he said that, then you continued laughing about it. That's what his thing is.
That's what he's saying after the fact. Yeah.
He's saying after the fact, after he did his flip out.
I still don't hear an apology.
He did his flip out on you. Well, he texted it. I mean, it's in text, and you won't let him come on to say it. But he said it in the comments. He apologized to you in the comments for what he said.
Yeah, he did.
In the comments section, am I supposed to know that happened?
In In here, in the space.
In here, in this Twitter space you wrote in the comments.
Up until 20 seconds ago, apparently. So I don't believe it.
He said he was sorry. I want an apology. I'm trying. You ain't allowing it. That's what he said. 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's what he wrote.
Seems
He wants to apologize.
I'm just saying. Now you're realizing
he said, "I gave you an apology. It's tagged with you."
Like, it just seems
I'll give you an apology. It's tagged with you.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, like eventually people, like, I mean, there were things that I did bad that I didn't realize were bad until after the fact.
Yeah.
I mean, there's in the moment, and even through, like, sometimes it's the same. It's the reason why a lot of us, like, you know, that whole hive mind thing. It comes down to, like, I can watch a video 50,000 times and not get, and then I'll listen to somebody else watching it. I'm like, oh, I didn't even see it that way.
Does she want the apology or not? Like, this is ridiculous. She was acting so unhinged, even Angry Slug had to call in to check on her.
Abby,
Fucking piece of shit.
I'm coming in, like, as a neutral party here. Don't do this space. I understand you are hurt, but this is...
I'm good. I just told him go fuck himself. He can go rewatch the VOD. I know what the fuck happened to me. I know what happened to me. I'm just saying I'm not going to go and have this guy who's not even apologized to me, to my face at all once, and he's not doing it in my Twitter space. He can go do it somewhere else.
I understand, and I agree with you on that. But, Abby, I'm coming in as a friendly voice.
Why are you so loud?
My microphone is very loud. I apologize. But just take a step back. This is...
I'm good.
The charge time. Are you sure?
I'm Gucci.
I'll check up with you later, okay?
Yeah. Peace.
Not in pain my ass. Here's another example of Abby holding grudges where not only she tries to imply that Xylee might be the reason she doesn't get to be co-host on Clear as Mud, but she also brings up how long Chthonic apology towards her was.
I really want to be on Clear as Mud. I really, really love Banana. I really, really love Peepop, but I know Peepop loves Xylee for whatever reason, and I'm never going to turn that for whatever
made that
reason,
abundantly
because
clear
that's
to
not
me.
Fair.
He's made that
I think it's
abundantly
because they
clear to me.
work together. They work on Dave's stream. But, like, I have so much evidence and so much proof that she's just been shitty to me, and she's been biased to me, and that she's been, like, even the woman server drama was because of Xylee. Like, it's just fucking infuriating. Even the recent shit was because she had to be right. And she's like, oh, I give you that one. That's why it was in my banner, but I have a thing that says, okay, Abby, I'll give you this W. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, see.
Like,
I have issues with Chthonic, and I think Chthonic is very in with
Really?
that community. Yeah, I wouldn't say... He would say it's completely one-sided, and I probably would agree. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably one-sided. He probably thinks it's just me. So it's like, I just don't like being called autistic, bro. Like, that really just bothers me, bro. And, you know, you had your chance to call me... He had a chance to call me autistic to my face, and had and chose not to do it. So that tells me all I needed to know about him. But we're talking about you, Abby.
He just doesn't care. Yeah, he just doesn't care. Like, honestly, don't take it personally. Not that I think you do or you did, but, like, don't take it.
At the time, I did.
When he apologized to me, you know how long the apology was?
How long?
60 seconds.
Hey, I mean, as long as you felt like he meant it, I mean...
Oh, he didn't.
It's obvious she holds grudges and can't move on. When people either make fun of her, criticize her, or respond with the same energy, she can't get over it and will try and hold a grudge over it. Here's another example of when Colton was in the middle of covering a situation involving Edwin. Abby called into Riveter's livestream and rambled on about the situation like as if she knew, because apparently she had inside information, which later Colton called out Abby for misinfo on a livestream. Now, she did call into the livestream and conceded that she was wrong, but she then rambled on about another situation that really had no connection to Colton's situation, and Colton, being the spurg he is, decided to do this.
You like, and if those people
I got bored. I feel bad. I feel bad because I didn't want to. The chat was begging me to end the call. Hold on, I'm just gonna tell her.
Hello?
I'm sorry. Like chat wants me to get to the last like ICO stuff, so I think I
Okay,
should move
well,
on.
they can
We
get to
talk
the
later.
whole point. Okay, listen, fucking Manda Pants X
Like,
fucking
I have to
family
hurry up,
fucking.
I have to hurry up,
No, listen, hold on. The whole point is
My internet is dying.
Oh my god, you're such an asshole.
My internet is dying. We hung up at the same time.
Now, of course, in good old-fashioned, Abby decided to retaliate, and she did this by getting in contact with Boblax. You see, Boblax was being interviewed by another commentator, K-Huck, and they were taking callers, and Abby decided to call in, and this is pretty much how the interaction went.
Is there anything off the table, or am I allowed to just ask?
Well,
you can ask anything, but if I don't want to answer, I'll just say I'm not answering.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, there you go.
No, that's fair. That's pretty base for Boblex, typically. Anyways, so I have some questions, comments, and possibly concerns, but mainly, I don't know if... Well, okay. What is your kind of overall take with Colton doing this pedo not pedo video?
You mean his video on Edwin?
Correct.
I think it was pretty silly and out there. Definitely a lot of exaggerations and bad implications in there. I mean, I have a whole stream reaction to it if you want to watch and hear my...
No, I know. I did watch it. Yeah, I watched it and then I replied to it. And my reasoning is I don't know if... Well, you probably don't know. But Colton kind of did a video and they did a reaction to Peepaw's stream with myself and our, I guess you could say, criticisms. And then Colton went and took down this stream, saying that his mental health was at whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, the typical, oh, my mental health is bad, I gotta go, but then took everything down, but then went on your video, the one that you're talking about right now, the re-upload, and said, oh, well, actually, like, I guess you could technically call him a groomer, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just kind of curious what your, like, opinion is of Colton specifically, and especially making, like, such serious accusations, but not accusations.
He should have just been definitive of what he wanted to say instead of playing maybe, maybe not. He's definitely like trying to ride a line that isn't really rideable, you know?
Yeah.
Either he is or he isn't, you know? So.
Yeah, and I do you agree with, I feel like Nick's kind of position is that like Colton was used. Do you agree with that?
Used? Sorry, I'm not familiar
Ico
with...
to put out that information.
I'm not familiar enough with like Ico's involvement or whatever, but I heard that like she had the info and then Colton published it or whatever, but I don't know how that came to pass or what conversations they had or who did what. Like, I'm not familiar with that.
I just like personally because he came at me and then I had an opinion and then I went and as if like I would go to you because I know you're willing to listen to pretty much anybody about everything, and I went and said, hey, by the way, they have a pattern of doing this with like, you know, certain behaviors. I'm not gonna get into all of it because all of us kind of want to go to bed. But essentially, like, I kind of showed it, like, was talking to him about it, and then he hung up on me mid of me talking, and I was very upset. Reason being because he berated me just to get in there. Then I went in there, settled everything down, and then instead of listening to why the reasons like he should have been aware of to not have Colton do his cycle, which I feel like he does over and over and over again, he does this cycle of like he comes in and then he like gets like really heavy on something and then he does like a Google Doc of why the last 700 other mistakes that he didn't do were not mistakes or they were mistakes or whatever, and then he makes another mistakes and then disappears for months. Do you kind of agree with me that like he does that?
I don't pay enough attention to him to know, but I mean I wouldn't be surprised if there is like some sort of Colton cycle or whatever, but I'm not familiar enough with him to verify anything you said.
Are you fucking kidding me? That live stream was in September of 20th, and then the Ball Blacks interview wasn't until October 4th. Like, Jesus Christ. Same with the fucking the Nile one. There was a huge gap in between that, and here we are once again. Abby's still holding grudges to this fucking day, alright? And she still doesn't like Colton. Surprise, surprise.
No one is making it about you other than you. Trust me, we were done with dealing with anything in relation to you many, many months ago. Xylee sharing the content of the group chat was for transparency. It's not a personal side of fucking Babs. Grow up. Put down the bottle or put down Twitter. Stop being so fucking lame.
Like, it's unnecessary. It's a huge problem in this commentary community. People assert their life onto others. You shouldn't implicate others on your life experiences. It is ignorant as fuck. I know me more than most ever will. Please get offline.
So this part is for Abby because she asked me this question on the Now Recording server and I answered it, but I'll answer it again. You see, Abby, You don't have to do something directly to someone to not like you. You started beef with Xylee's friends back in 2022, Tipster, Chris and Ark, Matt Pitt, and later Keemstar, especially Matt Pitt, where multiple times he offered an olive branch to squash it, and you denied it and ran your mouth instead. Also, your behavior of talking shit to people and later avoiding confrontation didn't help. Do you think that's a good look? Do you think Xylee would want that in her community? People like you starting shit for no reason? But wait, you took it a step further and tweeted jabs at her. Yeah, I don't really blame Xylee for not liking you. Now, Xylee could easily come out and say why she didn't like you at the time, but as of right now, this pretty much seems like the most probable cause. Now, Abby, chances are you aren't watching this video because let's be honest, you don't watch any video about you unless they suck up to you or it's something positive about you. But one of your friends is watching, and I want them to relay this message. I want round 2. I want to debate you on this subject or any of the points that I made in this video, anything that you think I said wrong or just isn't true. I want to debate you on this, whether it is on an 8030 Twitter space, not recording, Turd Island, Clear as Mud, Spurgler, any platform. Let's run it back, you greaseball. I'm Esqueleto QZ. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Link will be in the description below for all my social medias. Dislike the video if you dislike it. And with that being said, I am out.